Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. I'm so grateful that you are here with me. I have so much to even update y'all with that it's not even funny. But before I even do all of that, listen, y'all, I'm out here living for free in Mexico. So the moral of the story is, if you put your mind to anything, and that's one thing this whole channel has been about. I wish I would have took y'all on my journey, and I'm sorry that I didn't. Things were crazy, but I do have a couple videos to show y'all. But listen, at the end of the day, some people rather be homeless than to be a slave. And at the end of the day, me too. So I'm just going to show you another video that resonated with me and enjoy.
I decided to starve, be homeless, and suffer through all of these experiences rather than selling my soul. The number one biggest reason is because I have experienced what it is like to sell my soul multiple times as I was growing up. Growing up, my family, we were not well off, but we also weren't lacking. The culture of doing everything to survive was definitely in play in our family. And I took it upon myself to carry that tradition along. I got a job while I was in high school just so I could pay for my own lunch money because, well, that was something that I had to do in order to go to the public schools. And I also worked long and hard so that I can afford to buy my own gaming system because my family didn't have the money to purchase gaming systems for me, so I had to earn it for myself. And the way I did that was by working at McDonald's. A lot of people probably have experienced working at similar jobs such as McDonald's. Later on, as I grew older and actually graduated from high school, I then decided to carry on that same type of lifestyle by enlisting in the Marine Corps. I didn't have to enlist in the Marine Corps, I will be absolutely honest with you guys. I could have joined the National Guard or whatever, but it was an ego thing that drove me to do the Marines because I had heard from a lot of different people that the Marines are the biggest, baddest, proudest branch in the United States. And so I was like, well, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do the best and the proudest. So that's what I did. I enlisted in the Marine Corps, chose to be a motor T operator, which is a truck driver essentially, and served my time in the military as best as I could, just so that I can pay for my college. That is the sole reason why I enlisted in the Marine Corps. A lot of people would like to say they enlisted because of their love of country or because they want to serve their country. Same thing. Or they have like a family that served before, so they wanted to carry on the tradition. Nope, I joined because I wanted to survive, essentially. I didn't want to have maybe not hundreds of thousands, but tens of thousands of college student loans after I graduate. And so I did what the most logical thing there is available to me, and that is to enlist in the Marine Corps. Or as I like to call it now, selling my soul. Both working at McDonald's, enlisting in the Marine Corps, and also the jobs that I held afterwards, I now all consider as selling my soul. The reason for that is because as I grew older, I started to understand and see that life isn't all just about doing... Dude, nice car. Guy with infinity. Life isn't about working hard just so that you can survive. There is a higher purpose in each and every one of us to live out and fulfill in our lives than just plugging ourselves into a workstation like a NPC villager in Minecraft. Because that's essentially what we are taught to do. You grow up, go to high school, just so that you can go to college, just so that you can pick a job station to fit yourself into in society. And as I started growing up more and more and more and seeing more of life and what it has to offer, and really looking within myself and what I truly want in my life, I realized eventually that nothing is worth the amount of time and energy that I have to sacrifice just for the sake of money. no amount of things that I could buy with the money that I sacrificed everything to earn satisfied me. When I was younger, this didn't really hit me, but later on, looking back, I realized that the gaming station I was able to buy, the first Xbox 360 from GameStop that I bought secondhand with my McDonald's money, that didn't really make me happy. Sure, I had a lot of great experiences, but it didn't really make me happy. The car that I was able to buy after I got out of boot camp was my dream car at the time, my Subaru Impreza. I would have loved to have a WRX, but the Impreza was like the next best thing, and it was right in my budget. And even after I got that, I realized that didn't really make me happy either. And as I continued to live my life, I recognized this trend. Not very clearly at first, but it became clearer and clearer and clearer as I began to live my life, as I began to get more and more of the things that I have wanted. For example, building my own PC for gaming didn't really make me happy, unfortunately. Getting a girlfriend didn't really make me happy, unfortunately. In fact, it made me kind of sad afterwards, because we ended up breaking up and having a lot of issues in our relationship. I'm not saying that the relationship was all bad, but what I am saying is that it didn't make me happy and ended up actually making me sad. Or for example, when I was able to buy my own tools and start to create a lot of intricate welding art that I sold some and kept some for myself, I felt really proud of myself for being able to do that, but even that didn't really truly make me happy. And that's when I started realizing that things on the outside cannot make me happy. Happiness is the state of being that I have to choose for myself in each and every single moment. I can choose to be happy when I have $1 million, and at the same time I can choose to be really sad when I have that same $1 million. In fact, a lot of millionaires and people who are quote unquote successful in the eyes of society have lamented that even after they became successful, it didn't really make them happy. And I thankfully didn't have to sacrifice everything to get to that level of success and to see and feel the emptiness to realize this. I'm thankful I didn't have to do that. But at the same time, I realized that outside things cannot make me happy. And so that's why I decided, after a lot of introspection and thinking, and also experiencing for myself what being homeless is like, why I then made my choice that I would rather starve and die on the streets than sell my soul for money ever again in my life.